Hey y'all, how are you? I've been missing you. I hadn't brought you into the kitchen lately. Tonight, well, I was gonna cook a meatloaf for supper, and then I decided I didn't want anything that heavy, so we're gonna have a salad and a little something sweet. So I'm gonna show you a caramel apple salad. I started thinking, and I'm gonna try to talk and work so that my video's not too long. Some people don't like that. Anyway, 1 cup of milk. I'm gonna get this started, share with you the rest. And this is 1 box of butterscotch instant pudding mix. Make sure you get the instant. I almost messed up today and put the wrong one in my buggy. I'm gonna pour in this whole little box with just 1 cup of milk, not 2 cups, because I don't want a whole lot of volume. I'm gonna get this whisk together and stick it in my fridge so that it can be setting up. But anyway, do you like to eat something sweet after you have your dinner? Made me think of Joel's granddaddy, his Grandpa Watkins, Papa Watkins. Let me back up and get it right. He passed away years ago, but he loved dessert after his meal, and so did Joel's Granny Sanders. When I came along, I started noticing that after Papa Watkins would eat, he'd sit back and say, "Okay, I'm ready for my granny." And everybody knew that meant he had eaten his meal and wanted something sweet to go with it, because that's what their Grandma Sanders always wanted. So what I'm finding is Joel is turning into that same person. He likes something sweet after he eats. So we're gonna eat light and have some caramel apple pudding afterwards. So what we've got here is 4 Granny Smith apples. Speaking of Granny, how fitting is that? Give honor to her today, and Papa Watkins. And I have 4 Snicker bars. So I'm going to dice up all of these. So we're doing an apple to a Snicker bar. So if you wanted more volume or a bigger batch of salad, just add more apples, more candy bars, okay? I'm gonna chop these up and I'll be right back with you. I decided to come back and talk to you as I chop Snicker bars. So what I'm gonna do is cut them long ways. Oh, look, that's so good. You just can't beat a good Snicker bar. Then I'm gonna go small pieces, not slivers. You know, I've been thinking for a little while now since I've been doing these videos, I don't ever want it to be, like I've said many times, this is not just about cooking to me. It is about sharing some positivity in the world. We have so much negative that I want to be positive. And I wanted to come up with a motto, something to challenge us all, something to challenge myself. And I have finally decided, and it is choose kindness. I have thought about that often as I realize how much a work in progress we are. You know, you have days where you get it right, some days you don't. And we're a work in progress. But do you know, being kind, it truly is a choice. And I want to every day strive to choose kindness, because I do believe with all my heart that that's what's going to make a difference in the world. What got me really thinking about this is I got a new Bible. One of my friends told me about it. It's a study Bible. As I get older, I've always been interested in the Word, but I just want to learn more, educate myself. But y'all, sometimes I just have a hard time understanding and focusing. Do y'all, when you're reading the Bible, struggle a little bit with understanding it? Well, this Bible is, oh, I love it. It is so easy to understand. And my friend also told me that she reads hers out loud. So I thought, Skylar always studied out loud. Let me try reading out loud. So I have been doing that, and I like it. I really like it. It makes the words come alive. I wrote down something that just struck me as I was reading out loud. And since it's a brand new Bible, I wanted to start at the front of it. So I'm in Genesis right now. As I was starting to read the way the Bible is written, and what it said was, God looked at what he had done, and it was good. And I said it like that as I was reading it, and it hit me how at the end of every day, I want to be able to look back on what I've done and say, it was good. You know, because don't you know that's what the Lord did when he created the heavens and the earth, and at the end of every day, he looked at what he had done and it was good? That's our goal. Choose kindness. At all of our Snicker bars, and now I'm going to turn my video off and just dice up little bite-sized apples. Have all of our apples and our our Snicker bars all cut up, and now I'm gonna measure out 1 cup of sour cream. So this has got a pretty good bit of sweet stuff in it. So this tanginess of the sour cream will just kind of help balance that out a little bit. So I'm gonna put a cup into here, blend it all together. All right, I have that cup of sour cream and 1 small container of Cool Whip. Frozen. Ooh, I'm gonna keep this. Do y'all keep these? Because I can sense them. My mama always had a cabinet with the Cool Whip bowls. All right. I'm just mixing together my sour cream and my Cool Whip really good. This is our butterscotch pudding mix that's got set up. Again, it's pretty thick. Let's get that all blended together, smooth and not lumpy. Whew. Alrighty. So we've got our butterscotch pudding that's been in a cup of milk, 1 cup of sour cream, 1 container of Cool Whip, all beat together. Now we just add in our apples. I just sliced them. I just made little bitty dices, like a bite size. And we're gonna just put all that in and toss it together. So, how's that for a fruit salad? I think it's perfect for a fruit salad. Uh-oh. Get all that mixed good. It's gonna coat those apples so they won't turn dark on you. When you get all that coated good. In here. So I probably could have added another apple. So, you know, that's just gonna depend on your size, all of that. So you be the judge. If your apples are kind of smaller, you might want more than 4. Okay, now I'm going to roast up some pecans. But I just put some pecans in a little glass dish, and I'm gonna do a few dollops of butter on top. And I want these a little salty, okay? When I roast pecans, sometimes I just butter them. Let me put a little more butter. And sometimes I want salt on them, depending on what I'm cooking. These, since that is a pretty sweet dessert, I'm gonna sprinkle some salt on that. I'm gonna go into the microwave for a minute and then stir it. So I do a minute at a time, stirring in between each minute and taste it as I go. It's important to do the taste test because every microwave is different, every amount of pecans that you might have in your bowl, and you'll burn them if you cook them for longer than that. Trust me, I've done that a few times. But we'll do that, let them cool, and we will top off this dessert. Okie dokie. Our roasted and salted pecans are done. I'm gonna put some, they're hot, so I'm gonna have to let them cool. But I thought I'd go ahead and give them a rough chop. If you're about to serve this, you could go ahead and sprinkle your pecans on top. But if I do that now, they'll get soggy in the fridge. So I am going to chop up these once they cool and put them in a little container or Ziploc bag. And each time we have some, I don't want a whole lot right now, but each time we have some, we can then sprinkle our pecans on top, okay? And that way they're nice and crispy. Here we go. Here is our caramel apple salad. It's good. I love the roasted salted pecans on top. It's just a nice little treat that's super easy to throw together if you need something in a pinch and don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. You can do this in minutes. See you next time. We might make a meatloaf, okay? See ya. Bye.